What's going on YouTube? 16Subi here, and we're back for the 9th race of our first season in Motorsport Manager. If you remember in the last race, Rodrigues knocked it out of the park, got a race win. If we look at his past performance, as you know, we didn't have him at the beginning of the year. Unfortunately, I feel like if we did have him, we very well could be moving up a series at the end of this year. As you can see, his first race with us was in Munich. Second place, first place. So 3 races with us, 3 podiums, 1 win. You really can't ask for much more than that. Alright, we're about to pick our sponsor. We're going to Milan today, so we're going to go ahead and pick our sponsor. I'm just going to go with Van Moose. $200,000 isn't a huge difference, and I mean, looking at our past performance, I feel certain we're going to get third. I kind of feel like we would get second, but I don't want to take the risk. So I feel like we can get third, so that's what we're going to shoot for today. So we're going to go over into practice right now and see if we can't get these cars set up in a way that will get us on the podium. Alright, we got both drivers out right now on their first lap of practice. Their setups are kind of completely different right now. I'm probably going to go ahead and just bring them both in. Valdes is more towards less downforce. Rodrigues is more towards higher downforce. So, yeah, and there you go. Rodrigues is not happy. 59%. So we are going to back the downforce off. We're going to go with a little bit less. We're going to also give him probably slightly more understeer, and that's going to move his speed balance more towards the middle. We'll leave it right there. We'll get him out there and we'll see what he thinks about that. Valdes, on the other hand, he's okay, good, okay, but we got an excellent, so that's pretty good. We'll give him a little bit less downforce just to see if that's the way we should be moving. I'm going to go maybe more towards the middle when it comes to understeer and oversteer. And then we gotta get this right back where it was, because if it's excellent, I don't want to mess with it. So we'll get them both back out. Depending on the feedback I get, I'm probably going to bring them both back in. That's probably going to be my plan here, because I want to see if there's any small tweaks that need to be made before I put them out for a flying lap. So we're going to go ahead and just say, come on back in. 1 lap's good enough to really kind of tell us what changes need to be made. And then we can make those changes and pop them right back out onto hopefully a good flying lap. And see, Rodrigues, we got, looked like it said good. Yes, and then 2 excellents. So I'm going to finagle with this, see if I can't get this to be a good, but his lap coming out of this is going to be a flying lap for sure, because I'm pretty happy. 94%. I like where that's at. So I'll mess with these, get them back where they are, and then we'll put them out for a flying lap. Alright, so we got Rodrigues and Valdes cars both tweaked. Valdes came in, he had 2 excellents and then 1 good. Valdes came in and he had 2 excellents, but he had a poor. He had a good, and it was, I can't remember now what it was. He had a good, and then I made a change and it went into poor. So hopefully my change made it a little bit better. So Rodrigues just came across the line on his flying lap in first place. Valdes 8th place. So I'm pretty happy with the setup we got, especially for Rodrigues. That's pretty banging. I gotta tell him to come in right now, because they're both about to be out of gas. So we'll see what they think about the setups we have. Great, excellent, excellent. So I'm not touching Rodrigues. I'm just going to tell him to go straight back out now that he's got some fuel in the tank. What's Valdes looking like? So we're just going to leave him just the way he is and have him pop right back out. We are the best we're going to get is level 2 on soft tires and race trim. So I'll be happy with what we got going right now. I mean, we got Rodrigues in first, Valdes 8th place. I mean, that's about as good as you'll ever see him. So with 50 seconds left in practice, we're just going to let it wind down this way, and then we're going to get right into the race and see if we can't get another win, or at least a podium finish. I feel like we can. I'm not sure if you guys have watched any of my new playthrough in Star Wars The Old Republic. As I'm sitting here recording this one, it's... Oh no! Rodrigues dropped a second! No! That sucks. Anyways, that playthrough is so much different from this one. Even like the way I record and talk and stuff. I mean, I realize in this one I'm talking more to like you guys, my YouTube audience. And in Star Wars I'm talking to Ryan, so I cut up a little bit more and sing and do just crazy things. When I get around my friends, I tend to be rather crazy. And look, we've got rain. We've got rain for the race. And we have no skill on the intermediate tires. But that's okay because our competition, the competitors, they will not have any whatever you want to call it on that either. So we're just going to say max attack on everything, get this race started. I'm really hoping we can grind out a win here, guys. I'm going to be so happy if we can get Rodrigues to just win out the rest of the season. I mean, we got one race left after this, so it shouldn't be too difficult. But it just shows how dominant he is. He truly... I knew he was good. Obviously, that's why I wanted to get him. I had no idea he was this good. I mean, he's just making all these people look dumb. So I'm pretty happy to have him on my team. I'm very glad that I got him locked into a longer contract than what he wanted, because I would hate for him to dominate, these 5 races and end the season and then be like, all right, well, see you later. I'm going to a better team. And if we don't move up after this upcoming year, if we don't move up into Asia Pacific, he'll probably be gone. I can't remember if I control him through next year or if I even have him for another year. I'm pretty sure I just got him through the next year. We need to... Oh! I'm sitting here talking, not paying attention. And the track is dried, but no one else has come in. So we're good. Definitely need to be like telling them to back it down on fuel. We've been just going hard. So we're going to bring him in. What's it looking like? It's going to go back up. So actually I'm not going to tell him to come in. I'm going to tell him to stay out. Because it's going to start raining again. It's going to go right back up. There's absolutely no reason to come in and get on softs. That's half the time they tell you something, you just got to ignore it. You just got to ignore it. So we're going to let them run for a little bit. What the heck was I even talking about? I've got some ADD issues. I mean, my mind goes a million different directions. It's pretty crazy. So we got Rodrigues battling for 4th. He takes over 4th place. Now that I've backed him down to where he's at right now, he's actually doing better than when he was on just max attack. I mean, he's moved up into 3rd place now. So hopefully he can keep pushing. I mean, he's a second. He's nearly 2 seconds faster than Rogers in front of him. So he could very well take over 2nd place before they come across this next lap. I'd be pretty pumped, but actually it looks like he's about to drop into 4th. And he does. That's alright. We still got plenty of time left. Six laps down out of 21, and we've got a safety car out. Jaha crashed. So that's good for us. Back down. Back down. So we're staying. We need to stay on enters. So we're going to tell Valdes to come in. Go back out on some new enters. Just go ahead and fill up on fuel. Part condition, we're looking good. At this point in the year, that's typically how it is. You've pretty much made all your improvements that you can make. and your car is going to be pretty reliable. Go ahead and give Rodrigues some fuel. Park condition, he again looking good, like I said. And they'll be coming into pit just like everybody else. And we should, if we have a good pit stop, come out in these same spots that we're in. So we'll come back after the safety car is back into the garage and we're under green, and see what we can't do for the rest of this race. Alright, so the safety car is going to be heading in right now. I'm going to pause it here and go ahead and tell them just to get on max attack for everything. It's very interesting. You know, the rain is going to continue. Water on the track staying the same. And you've got Chu, Beauchamp, and Tang. They didn't... I believe that they came in, but they didn't get new tires. I'm not really sure what the strategy was there. I don't think it was a good idea on their part. I mean, they've got less than 50% of their tires left. I mean, 3 people ahead of us right now, well, with worse tires, so we really should start making ground up on them. I'm not really sure what they were thinking there. It doesn't make any sense to me, because this isn't going away. It's going to continue raining, and they're going to have to come in. So I feel like they just, and there they go. So they just killed their race. I don't know. That, I'm glad. That really helps us out quite a bit. I mean, bumps us in the 5th. Could have been better, but we got plenty of time left in this race. We're just barely, we're right at about halfway through right now. So 5th place and 11th place. I'm hoping Rodrigues can pick up the pace a little bit. He's about 2 seconds slower than Cavalcante, who's in 4th in front of him. So I'm hoping he really needs to step it up. Obviously I'd like a 3rd place finish because I want to hit that sponsor objective and get some money. But I'd really like 1st place. I mean, I'm starting to get greedy now. Now that I know it's doable and attainable and it's in sight, I want it. I'm almost to the point where I won't accept anything other than 1st place. But, I mean, a top 3 I'll be happy with. So, looking like things are going to stay about the way they are for the next little bit. So we'll come back and check in with them here in a couple of laps to see how we're running. Alright, so we've hit a bit of a dilemma here. I got it paused. It's going to stop raining. Well, it stopped raining, and water is drying off the track. So here's the dilemma. I've got less than a lap of fuel, so I can't make it another lap. So I have to pit right now. It's still a bit damp to go on the softs. Next lap would be fine, but this one it's a bit damp to do it. But I have to pit. So here's what's going to happen. We got 8 laps remaining. He's going out on softs. We're going to fill him up all the way because that's going to get him to the end of the race. And we're going to tell him to come in right now. So I'm going to let this happen. And as soon as Valdes, well, it's probably too late now. Oh, it's too late for Valdes. I waited just too long. Let's see if he'll come in. Oh, please come in, Valdes. Yes, he came in. That could have been pretty bad for us. Oh, yes, look. A lot of people are coming in on softs. Alright, so we're good. We're good. Beauchamp. How is he already back up? He's in 1st place, and he's one of the ones that made that terrible pit stop. Okay, so Rodrigues, he's battling back. He's starting to get up 1st and 2nd. Yep, they're coming. They're going to have to pit. Well, Beauchamp's staying out. What is this guy doing? He's making some terrible pit calls, in my opinion. But he's in 1st place, so I really can't bash him too much, I don't guess. Rodrigues just drops to 5th. I thought we had a good car for him this race, but he's struggling. I mean, he's in the top 5 pretty much the whole race, but that's pretty much where he's staying. I'm kind of really disappointed. I mean, I'm hoping he can make ground up. I mean, Sabado is on mediums. Come on, we need to be catching up to him. Rodrigues has moved into 4th place. We've got about 5 laps remaining. We've got excess fuel, so we're going to be able to turn it up a notch shortly. Not right now, but maybe with about 2 laps left, I'll kick it up a notch. We're going to go ahead and put our tires on push for both drivers, as they're getting a little cold. We don't want them to get too cold. Try and bring him back up into neutral. Rodrigues has dropped to 5th again. 6th place is starting to come up on him. And this is not what you want. There he drops to 6th place. What is happening? Of course, that's Cavalcante. She's a pretty good driver. But we got go overtake. Attack. This is it. Rodrigues, push it. Same for you, Valdes. Push it. We've got the fuel to do it. Push, push, push. We've got enough time. Rear wing issues. 29%. Oh well. Actually, you know what? Come down to high for Valdes. I don't want to kill that rear wing. And 7th place is so far ahead that he's not going to catch him. Oh, come on, Rodrigues. 2 spots I need you to take. How is Sabado running away with this race on mediums? And is this the last lap? This is the last lap? Oh my gosh. This is the last lap. 5th place. 5th and 8th. That's good for Valdes. I mean, I'm not unhappy with that, but 5th place, I feel like maybe somewhere along the lines I made some wrong calls, but pit wise, I really don't think we did. We just didn't have it today. I don't guess. I mean, the 2nd fastest car in practice, but that did not translate over into the race. We struggled there. We ran 5th place basically that whole race. I mean, he started 3rd. I thought he started 4th. But no, yeah, 3rd. It would have been 3rd, so. Alright, what's this? He's been demoted 2 places. So. Okay. Still doesn't really help us out any at all. God, I'm frustrated. But he jumps up. As I had predicted, he's in 16th now. I think I said he might be able to get into the top 10. And of course, you know, if he had come a position higher, then he'd be up in 15th. And if he had gotten first, he'd probably be in 14th. So, realistically, I'm still thinking we could probably be 12th or 13th at the end of the year. But jumping up like that when you just entered, it's pretty spectacular. 5th place still for the team. Oh, just a disappointing finish to the race, guys. That's all I can say. I mean, 5th. So how much money did we lose? There's another key thing. His morale doesn't change at all. Valdez's jumps up 20%. So let's see here. We lost $3,000. That's actually not that bad. So yeah, that's not bad at all. I'll take it. I'll take $3,000. That's fine. A $3,000 loss is not much. So interview, yeah, let's accept it. I don't want to drop anyone's morale. I don't want to make my marketability go down. So I'm going to be politically correct answering these questions. That seemed to be a very testing weekend for Rafael Rodrigues. This is me. Yeah, I'm not happy with his performance at all. That's me. I'm just going to say it wasn't his day. Maybe that could be the case. Maybe it wasn't his day. Wasn't a great drive. Nothing to worry about. He'll bounce back. I'm not going to say it wasn't a great drive, because that, for him, I think 8th place is solid. Well, guys, we're going to leave the video off right here. I've already skipped ahead right up until race day. So when we come back, we'll select our sponsors and everything. We have quite a bit to cover in the next episode, as it is our season finale in the Black Sea. Pretty excited about it. A lot to do, checking driver contracts and all that stuff. But we'll worry about that in the next episode. I appreciate you guys for watching this far. If you've watched all my other videos, I can't thank you enough. I just really appreciate the support that everyone has shown, all the comments and stuff. I mean, there hasn't been a lot. It's not like everything's blowing up. But you know, there's a few regulars who are watching. I just want you to know I really appreciate it. So if you're new here, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'm trying to put videos out quite often now. I got a second playthrough going in Star Wars: The Old Republic that it's a bit different than this, because I'm playing with a friend of mine. There's probably a little bit more humor in that one, just because I'm conversing with someone else. So if you haven't checked those out yet, please do. But just give this video a thumbs up, just like it below. Please comment and subscribe. That helps me out, helps the channel out. And please come back for the season finale. It should be a pretty good one. Not really going to move up in the standings too much, but it's going to be interesting to see what Rodrigues does. If he can crack maybe a 10th place finish, that's really doubtful, but hey, you never know. If he does, that would be monumental, since he's only raced half a season. But we'll see what happens. All of it's going to be in the next episode, season finale in Black Sea.